Hello, everyone. It's Kyle Snow, certified leather care technician representing Leatherings.com. Today, we're diving into a crucial topic: how to dye suede jacket. Before we dive into the process, let's talk about what suede is and why dyeing it can be a little different from other fabrics. Suede is a type of leather that has a napped finish, giving it that soft, velvety texture we all love. This texture also means that suede is more delicate compared to full-grain leather, and it tends to absorb liquids, including dye, unevenly if you're not careful. One of the biggest challenges with dyeing suede is maintaining that texture while ensuring the color spreads evenly. Another thing to keep in mind is that once suede is dyed, it's pretty hard to reverse the process, so you want to be sure about the color you're choosing. Now, don't let that scare you away, because when done right, dyeing suede can give your jacket a stunning, refreshed look. Choosing the right dye. Next up, let's talk about picking the right dye. You can't just grab any fabric dye off the shelf and expect it to work perfectly with suede. For suede, you'll need a leather or suede-specific dye. These dyes are specially formulated to penetrate the leather without ruining the texture. One of the most popular brands out there is Spebing's Suede and Rough Out dye, but there are other good options too. When selecting a dye, consider the color you want. Dyeing suede darker is much easier than trying to lighten it. If your jacket is light tan or beige, turning it black or brown will work beautifully. On the other hand, going from dark to light, that's nearly impossible unless you strip the color, which can damage the suede. So, keep that in mind when choosing your color. Preparing your jacket preparation is key to dyeing your suede jacket successfully. Here are the steps you'll need to follow. Clean the jacket. Start by thoroughly cleaning the jacket. Use a suede brush to remove any dirt or debris. You want the surface to be as clean as possible, because any grime can block the dye from soaking in evenly. Test the dye. Always, and I mean always, test the dye on a small, inconspicuous area of the jacket. This is a good way to see how the suede reacts to the dye and ensures that you like the color. Remember, suede can absorb dye quickly, and once it's applied, there's no going back. Protect the non-suede parts. If your jacket has non-suede parts like metal zippers, buttons, or lining, you'll want to cover them with painter's tape or plastic to prevent staining. This is especially important if you're dyeing a jacket with a contrasting lining or intricate stitching. The dyeing process now. Let's get to the fun part: applying the dye. Here's a step-by-step guide to make sure you do it right. Apply in thin layers. Dip a small sponge or a suede dye applicator into the dye, making sure to remove any excess. Start with a thin, even coat. Apply in small, circular motions to ensure the dye gets into the fibers without soaking through. Avoid oversaturating the suede, as it could cause stiffening. Let it dry. After applying the first coat, let it dry completely. This could take a few hours depending on the dye and the weather. Resist the temptation to touch the jacket while it's drying. Doing so could leave marks. Apply more coats. Once the first coat is dry, you can decide whether or not you want to apply more coats to deepen the color. The number of coats will depend on how rich you want the final color to be. Just remember, patience is key. Rushing the process can lead to uneven dyeing. Finishing touches. Once your jacket is dry and you've achieved the color you want, there are a few finishing steps to keep your suede jacket looking its best. Brush the suede. After the dye is fully dry, use a suede brush to gently restore the nap. This step is crucial for bringing back the soft, velvety texture that suede is known for. Brushing the jacket will also help distribute the dye evenly across the surface. Seal the color. While suede dyes tend to soak in well, it's still a good idea to use a suede protector spray to seal the color and protect your jacket from stains, water, and dirt. This will also help keep the dye from bleeding onto other fabrics. Condition the suede. After all that dyeing, your suede may feel a bit dry. Use a suede conditioner or a leather balm to restore moisture to the fabric, keeping it supple and soft. Caring for your dyed suede jacket. Now that you've successfully dyed your suede jacket, you'll want to keep it in great condition. Suede is naturally more prone to damage from water, dirt, and stains, so taking care of it properly is essential. Here are a few care tips. Avoid water. Try to avoid getting your suede jacket wet, as water can stain the fabric. If you do get caught in the rain, let the jacket air dry naturally and brush it out once dry. Use suede protectors. Before wearing your jacket out and about, Make sure to apply a suede protector spray. This will shield the suede from moisture and dirt. Store properly. When not wearing your jacket, store it in a cool, dry place. Avoid plastic bags, as they can trap moisture, leading to mold or mildew. Troubleshooting common issues. You might be wondering, what happens if the dye job doesn't go exactly as planned? Here are a few quick troubleshooting tips. Uneven color. If the dye came out uneven, you can try applying another thin coat to the lighter areas to even it out. Always use light layers to avoid oversaturating the fabric. Stiffness. If the suede feels too stiff after dyeing, try gently massaging the fabric with your hands or applying a suede conditioner to soften it up. Dye transfer. If you notice the dye transferring onto other fabrics or your skin, make sure to use a suede sealer to lock in the color. This will help prevent unwanted stains. Outro. And that's a wrap for today's episode on how to dye a suede jacket. We hope this step-by-step guide has given you the confidence to tackle your next DIY project. Remember, with a little patience and care, you can transform your old suede jacket into something fresh and exciting. If you have any questions or want to share your dyeing experiences, feel free to reach out on our social media channels or leave a comment below. Don't forget to subscribe for more fashion tips and guides. Until next time, stay stylish and keep experimenting with your wardrobe.